Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Live, gbhblofficial for short. Album review time. Australia's Nicolas Cage Fighter is getting to work this time. The band that combines ruthless hardcore with late 90s metal and death metal influences. They most recently made a mark with their 2021 EP Cast You Out, demonstrating exactly what they were capable of, and now they return with the album The Bones That Grew From Pain, due to be released on July 22nd. 2022 via Metal Blade Records and Blacklight Media Records. Oh, are you ready for this? With an explosion of fire and ferocity, Nicolas Cage Fighter come out swinging with the opening beastly pairing of death-infused hardcore that is Grey Eye and Shrine of Wire. Mayhem is the name of the game, and it's bloody infectious stuff. Stompy groove, savage vocals, scathing riffing, and so much more. This is aggressive sounding music. The blood will be well and truly pumping already, but Coughing Nails risks giving you heart palpitations, and Static Abyss is the kind of neck-breaking heaviness that appeals to all fans of heavy metal music. In a handful of tracks, the first few, Nicolas Cage Fighter have already delivered what I think is one of the more vicious releases of 2022. And that's saying a lot, because we've had some nasty, nasty stuff this year already. But there is still so much more to come. The title track starts off ominously, but unsurprisingly at this stage erupts into chaotic noise. The best kind too, I use the term chaotic in a positive way. It's the kind that makes you want to hulk up, get your gurn on and jump into the pit. It's going to be a very painful time in said pit, but it's going to be very freaking satisfying. Then there was Weeping Sores, a track all about brash brutality. Compound and Fracture, where hardcore wrath has the length to go along with it. Foundation, seeing Nicolas Cage Fighter drop the speed just slightly, but none of the ruthlessness, as close to deathcore as it gets on this album. Before the penultimate track, Heretic's Vow, sees Nicolas Cage Fighter somehow reach even harsher levels of noise. Now, there is an argument to be said, considering how consistently intense this album is. All that savagery, consistent and constant throughout, will numb the mind. It's a question I asked myself, and the answer I came up with was a little bit. Yes, it will numb the mind just a little bit. But Nicolas Cage Fighter is so good at crafting a style that is shockingly addictive that I don't even think it really matters. Even the finale, A Great Ruinous Deed, is as ferocious as everything heard so far and then some, but it still hits bloody hard. Even by the end, I wasn't sitting there going, over this, not at all. I still go, what the fuck is this? It's the sign of a class band that it can release an album that is pure brutality from the moment it starts to the very end, with no let up along the way, and it still be this listenable and addictive. This is one well worth checking out. I wasn't too sure what to expect, but from the moment it started to the moment it ended, I was all in on this band. Silly name is as well. The Bones That Grew From the Pain. It's out on July 22nd via Metal Blade and Blacklight Records. You know what to do. Check it out. Come back here. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?